people, and there's other people you always remember them by a certain speech. Well, this gentleman did a speech called Blink about people who use or don't use their lights on their car. And it was a very funny speech, actually. And please help me welcome our Toastmaster for the Humor Speech Contest, Advanced Communicator Silver, Bob Wheeler. Bob.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you very much. I remember that. It was so long ago, though. I'm surprised you did. What are we going to be doing about a week from today? Great! Hello! That's a good thing Halloween's coming because I have so many cobwebs around my house. Now I can call them decorations. Last year, the first person to open the door, I opened the door and they went, trick or treat. I said, that looks real, doesn't it? Martha Stewart, take note. When I sat down and had my dinner, my wife's a real joker. Well, she had some hot dogs, but there was something not right about these. I took the first bite, and I picked it up, and I looked at it, and there's this hole going right through the whole hot dog. There was hardly any meat in there. I said, well, what is this? She said, well, it's holiday fare, right? At Thanksgiving time, we have turkey, and tonight we're having Halloweenies. Thank you for laughing at that one. I do appreciate it. I was reminded that we had a little issue with cell phones going off. Please check your cell phones and any other electronic devices, any noise-making devices that may go off. Please check them now so that we don't have another interruption as we did last session. Thank you very much. For the sake of the judges, we will have a speaking order announcement now. The first speaker will be Kirsten Solar. Second speaker will be Cindy Olsopus. Third speaker, Juan Lin. And the fourth speaker is Rasika Mather. And so, Chief Judge for this contest have the timers and the judges been briefed.
Mr. Toastmaster, the judges, ballot counters, and timers have been briefed. Let the contest begin.
Thank you. Why are you hiding so far in the back? Our first speaker, Kirsten Solar. Something funny happened to me on the way to Iowa. Something funny happened to me on the way to Iowa. Kirsten Solar.
I hate flying. I really, really hate flying. Not only do the flight attendants treat you like they're doing you a favor, but everyone from the moment you enter the airport treats you like you're a criminal. And I, for some reason, always get singled out for additional screening. It's random additional screening. However, my husband is from Bangladesh, and whenever I travel with my husband, I get singled out for additional random screening because I look like a terrorist. Totally do. This is true. I look like a terrorist. It's the only thing that explains it. One time I even got singled out for random screening on the gangplank on the way onto the plane. I had gone through the security checkpoint, checked in, I was getting on the plane, they pulled me aside, searched my suitcase. So yes, I hate flying because I'm a terrorist. But my favorite flying adventure was with my mother. In 2012, I was flying to Iowa with my mom for my graduation from college. I went to an online university, and so we were flying to Iowa so that I could walk across the stage, get a little certificate, and graduate. Well, my mom and I left Ventura at 4 a.m. for our 6 a.m. flight, and we drove all the way to LAX, and we parked in the parking spot, and we went into the airport, and we walked through the security checkpoint line. At 5 o'clock in the morning, there was a line for the security checkpoint at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then we got up to the desk where the TSA agent greets you with a friendly smile and says, "May I see your boarding pass and ID, please?" And so I pulled out my boarding pass and my ID, and I gave him those, and my mom pulled out her wallet. "Oh no, Kirsten, I don't have my ID with me. I don't know what I've done with my ID, Kirsten. It's not here. Oh no, what am I going to do?" Well, at this point, I'm thinking I have to board the airplane at 6 o'clock, and I'm not driving back to Ventura. So I don't know, but she pulls out her wallet, and she has 18,000 cards in her wallet. And she pulls out her Albertsons card, and her Costco card, and her country club card, and her Sephora Beauty Insider card, and her Ulta card, and her she has a Rayleigh's card, her Rayleigh's card, and I don't know where my ID is. Well, the TSA agent pushed us to the side so he could continue rudely bringing people in. And she pulled out one of those little accordion card files, and it dropped to the ground, and she was looking through and couldn't find her ID anywhere. Well, I think he took pity on us, and so he called a manager. And so the TSA manager came out to us, and my mom must have looked like she was a terrorist, because he came out and he had a bigger firearm and a lot more bling than the other TSA agent. That's how we knew he was the manager. And he looked at my mom's Rayleigh's card and her Sephora card and her Costco card. Oh, look, there's a picture on the Costco card, and there's a picture on the country club card, and there's a picture on this Bank of America Visa card. You might actually be Diane Young. So he let us on. Unbelievable, right? I mean, because she was traveling with me, a known terrorist. but they let us on anyway, so we got to go into the airport, and we got to get on the airplane, and we got to fly. And we got out of the airplane, and we sat down, and I was so relieved. We put our suitcases, and we sit down, and the plane is still boarding, so the aisle is full of people. And my mom says, "I have to use the bathroom right now." I said, "Can't you wait till we're in the air? Because the plane is still boarding. There's people coming onto the plane. You can't just walk down the aisle and use the bathroom right now." So she did. And she came back 5 minutes later, and she said, "The toilet wouldn't flush." "Don't worry," I told a flight attendant. So we did sit there in the airplane for an additional 45 minutes because the toilet wouldn't flush, and so we couldn't fly for 45 minutes. Really love my mom. I want you to understand, I really love my mom. And this is a true story. This happened exactly as I'm telling it. So 45 minutes later, we flew, and then we finally arrived in Iowa. Beautiful Iowa. And my mom and I went and we checked into my hotel, and I was very relieved, but I definitely needed wine. So we went across the street to the grocery store to buy a bottle of wine, and the Rayleigh's in the parking lot. And my mom said, "I have a Rayleigh's card. I'll buy this." And she pulls out her checkbook, because yes, my mom has a checkbook for grocery shopping. And as we were sitting in the car and she's getting her Rayleigh's card and her checkbook out, she said, "Oh, they're not going to let me write a check. I don't have my driver's license." Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. You're not going to believe this, Kirsten. My ID. Mr. Postmaster.